Hello fellow designers! In this video I will talk about what brand elements you should include in the brand guidelines and why brand guidelines are an important deliverable for clients. I want to share this with you so that what happened with one of my clients will not happen with one of your clients. Hey, my name is Jan Ditters, also known as Typefool, and on this channel I help logo and brand identity designers to make their design life easier by sharing my experiences and knowledge. So I want to share a quick story with you guys. Picture this. It was in the early days of my design career, about 12 years ago, and I just had completed one of my first paid logo design projects for a company, and I got paid €50 at the time. And I was super happy to deliver the final logo and of course collect my hard-earned payment. Little did I know, this experience would teach me a valuable lesson that has shaped the way I approach design projects today. Fast forward a few months after the project's completion, I stumbled upon the logo I had crafted with care in an advertisement in our local newspaper. To my surprise, it looked drastically different. The color palette was off, and there was an unexpected white glow around the logo, all in an attempt to make it readable. How did this happen? Well, the client, in good faith, assumed that the magazine's desktop publisher would work wonders with the design. The reality was quite the opposite. In that moment, it hit me. This was my responsibility. I hadn't equipped my client with the knowledge they needed to use the logo effectively. The lack of communication on proper usage guidelines led to a visual disaster in print. It was a pivotal realization, and it's the reason I've made a practice to provide comprehensive brand guidelines with every project since then. This experience taught me the true experience of not just creating a logo, but ensuring the proper implementation as well. It's not just about the design itself, it's about empowering clients to use it effectively across various mediums. So let me show you why brand guidelines are important. Firstly, they bring consistency. Brand guidelines contain instructions on how logo elements should be used, helping maintain uniformity across all platforms. Secondly, clarity. Brand guidelines foster brand clarity by providing clear instructions on logo usage, color palettes and typography, but also tone of voice and brand applications. Also, brand guidelines show professionalism. Brands demonstrate professionalism and attention to detail in all communications when following the rules in the brand guidelines. Fourthly, brand guidelines allow for flexibility while maintaining brand coherence across diverse media, making it easier for in-house designers, external partners, or a magazine advertisement designer to create on-brand materials. And lastly, trust and credibility. Branding guidelines help establish trust and credibility with your audience, presenting a consistent and polished brand image all the time. Okay, so now that we have explored why brand guidelines are crucial, I want to share with you what I think makes a comprehensive set of brand guidelines. As an example, let me walk you through the Mila brand guidelines, a project I had the pleasure of working on. These guidelines encapsulate the essence of a brand, serving as a roadmap for consistent and impactful visual communication. So these are the content elements in brand guidelines. To start, you want a table of contents, so when the client or the designer working on a brand can see what's inside. Then you also want to make sure to outline the core of the brand. This includes brand's mission, vision, brand values, and the target audience. This is the core of any successful brand, and the rest of the visual identity is based on these elements. But that's not all. It also extends to the brand's tone of voice, creating a consistent language that resonates with the audience. Moving on to the visual elements, the logo takes center stage. The guidelines should not only define the logo, but also provide clear instructions on its usage. Also showcase typography and the hierarchy, how the typography will be used. And you want to add color to your brand guidelines. These are the building blocks of a visual identity. But don't stop there. Comprehensive brand guidelines also cover photography style, iconography, and where appropriate, the brand's social media and website presence, and other brand applications. Remember, the specifics may vary for each brand. Some may have a strong social media presence, while others may focus on a distinctive brand aesthetic. The key is to tailor the guidelines to where the brand is visible and what visual assets they utilize. Oh, and by the way, if you're looking to create a brand guidelines, consider checking out this brand guidelines template I offer on my webshop and Gumroad page, among other templates as well. I will post a link in the video description below. In conclusion, crafting a compelling set of brand guidelines is not just about rules, it's about creating a visual narrative that resonates with the essence of the brand. Think of it as a brand's visual design Bible, a document that shows quality that serves as a guiding light for consistent and impactful brand communication. So as we have explored today, guidelines are more than a checklist. They are a blueprint for a brand's visual identity. From maintaining consistency across platforms to foster trust and credibility. These guidelines are the cornerstone of a brand's success. If you made it to the end, thank you for sticking around, guys. If you found value in today's content, please consider subscribing to my channel down below for more insights into design.